Hi everyone, welcome to the muster drill. I'm Scott and the CDC just keeps going. Hi everyone, welcome back. So, more islands have made it onto the CDC level 4 don't go there list. So those islands would be, or those destinations, those cruise destinations would be St. Kitts, Belize, and Grenada. So unfortunately, with St. Kitts just announcing that they wanted to start accepting larger ships, which means, more passengers actually visiting the island in a given day, doesn't actually come at a good time for them. So if you remember, I talked about this in a previous video. The CDC looks at testing statistics along with cases and so forth. So the quick and dirty of that is they look at blocks of 100,000 people, and then they look at cases and this is all inside a 28-day period. So in 28 days, they look at blocks of 100,000 people, and if there were more than 500 cases in that time period in that many people, and they only tested 100 people or less, they've determined that the island is got a high number of cases, comparing to its population, and a diminished or reduced capacity to test. So therefore, I'm guessing that they determined that, well, maybe those numbers aren't even accurate because they're not testing enough people to know if those numbers are accurate. So, okay. So that's where, that's sort of kind of the quick and dirty of how they come up with whether or not that island is going to be, or that destination is going to be added to level 4. Those destinations, residents have been, people who live on the island and stuff have been told, okay, don't, stay away from these areas, so they're still going to allow the ships to come, obviously, right? But they're recommending that you don't visit those islands. So if you do, and you're on a bubble tour when you get off of there, they recommended to the local people not to go to those areas or to stay away from those areas where the bubble tours will operate, while the ship is there, I guess, to protect them, to protect us, whatever. So see what happens, moving forward. And, unfortunately, this is going to be our new reality for cruising. So moving on from that, so I wanted to announce, of course, we all know, there's been a lot of press about the, about Carnival Pride sailing from Baltimore. I'm going to be on the Pride on the 26th, so I'm pretty excited about that, so there was a lot of fanfare. Christine Duffy, attended the, the ceremonial ribbon cutting along with the captain and a port official from Baltimore and, some other Carnival people, Frank the Tank or whatever. He's the new cruise director for the Pride, or at least the current cruise director for the Pride, and so forth. So, and I'm going to be throwing a little little screenshot video or whatever that I did of the CDC's website, the cruise ship color website up here, to show you that, obviously the Carnival Pride is at sea now on its first cruise from Baltimore. So, and this was updated, I believe, today. The website data was updated on the 14th. So you're going to see here that, that was actually ended up being, it's green because it hadn't sailed yet. And, so I'm going to check it again when the Pride gets back and, and see what information we have as far as cases and stuff go. And this is only just to satisfy my own curiosity. I mean, as far as cases go on the ships, as far as the ships showing up on this, list every time they sail because of onboard cases, yeah, I mean, this is what's going to happen, right? I mean, we're going to have cases on board. We're going to have to deal with it. And, there's nothing any of us can do about it. My experience on the Mardi Gras taught me that, at least for that particular instance, that, I'm not going to let it ruin my vacation. So, and I'm not going to let any of the, the mask wearing or the testing or anything else ruin my vacation either. So, or my time on board. So in any event, I'm just going to throw that up on here just so you can kind of see where, the Pride was when it left. Obviously, it was like that because, the only people who were on it at that point were the crew. And I guess as of the 14th, they hadn't reported any cases. I don't know if they report them while they're sailing, if they report them when they get back. I don't know what any of that is. And the CDC hasn't indicated, when exactly the lines are reporting that. So yeah, anyway, there's been a lot of information about that. So, and then the other thing I wanted to mention about Carnival as well is that Carnival had, announced a while back that, a couple weeks ago that they were going to partner with a laboratory to set up testing sites either in or outside or within walking distance of the, the terminals of the ports of, embarkation, to help ease the, I guess the difficulty or the anxiety of, getting this pre-boarding test, or pre-cruise test. So they, had really just announced that they were going to do that and that they were going to help, supplement some of the costs of the setups of that. So they haven't really updated much information about that, although that they did announce that they had partnered with Quest. And so Quest Diagnostics, national laboratory, they have them everywhere. So they're partnering with Quest, and I guess they're going to send people who are booked on cruises like some type of secure link that they'll be able to use to sign up or schedule that test with Quest. But still no update about when these locations are going to open or, how they're going to be set up. No specific details about each particular port and, and that particular port's testing, set up, whether it's going to be inside, outside, within walking distance. No specifics on that at all yet. Just that they had announced the company that they ended up partnering with, Quest Diagnostics. So yeah, so that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. And if you like this video, please click that like button and please consider subscribing to the channel. Won't cost you anything. You click the button once and you're done, but it'll really help us out a lot. Thank you very much to all of those who have subscribed so far. We really, really appreciate your support. And then don't forget to click that notification bell so that you know every time we upload a new video. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.